to their season. They're really going to have to find a nice win streak to get back in that top spot.
Well, and what they're focused on most, being in that top spot after the last game of the year. It's all about that championship trophy.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Josh Okogie is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. And for the Jazz, they've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Bailey out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's George in at the point. Still in the early stages of the season here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
Basket's good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Durant. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just the endless length of Durant, helping him right there inside.
Pass to Mikhailuk. George sets a screen from downtown. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good. To the middle. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
George outside. Here's Markkanen. Back to George. 5 on the clock. Pass to Markkanen. Up and over Smith. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Houston working the ball around. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. There's a screen by Nurkic. Utah with another miss. The Rockets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Thompson in the post. George defending. Thompson passes to Okogie. Back to Thompson. Thompson, no good with the tip. Jazz trail by 4. Fast break Utah. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Utah shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And a contract extension this summer for Jazz head coach Will Hardy.
Well, one of the youngest head coaches in the league. He has the respect of all of the other head coaches. He's part of that Spurs coaching tree, and his extension runs through 2031, which is a nice commitment from the Jazz.
Drains the triple. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Here's Mikhailuk. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And that one drops.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Durant surveying the D. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Durant just going to work inside, outsmarting the defense and getting the close-range look.
And here's George. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Thompson. No good with the triple. Here's Bailey, guarded by Durant. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Thompson. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Pass to Şengün. Over Nurkic. Utah grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
Here's Durant, following the three by Utah. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, BA, most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Now here's Markkanen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Over Smith. Again, Utah good for two.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
Steps back. Here's Durant into the lane. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Off to a great start. 5 straight from the field.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, "We have some plans," Coach said with a smile, "but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile." So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Durant. 12 points for him. Pass to Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
And Bailey gets it to go.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Durant. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. For Utah, they've got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. George passes to Markkanen. George, a screen on Smith. Markkanen for 3. It doesn't go for him.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Thompson. And there's the drive. An open look for Smith. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And here's George. Now Markkanen. Doubled by Durant. Markkanen, the pass to George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. George has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Outside Durant. Drops in the layup for 2. Durant's got 14.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. They're getting their first look of the season at the Rockets in this one. Houston making some changes. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney Smith comes in for Smith. And it's Shepard in for Okogie. Nurkic with the ball. 8 points in his last timeout. It's George on the wing. Puts up a three. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
That one falls. And now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now here's Nurkic. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Here's Thompson. That's tipped and stolen by Markkanen. George outside. Here's Bailey. He's got 7. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Markkanen's got 5 now.
That high release that Markkanen has is such a weapon for him, especially in a catch-and-shoot situation.
Thompson passes to Durant. From deep. Utah grabs the miss.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Here's Bailey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
That free throw misses. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. And then for Houston, Tate's checked in for Durant, and Harris is subbed in for Thompson. And the second free throw is good. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow. Yeah, Shepherd has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
Pass to Collier. Back to George. Here's Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Collier. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. Clock at 4. For 3, George. Tate grabs the board.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Shepherd. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Inside. Adams inside. Nurkic is there, and it's Adams missing. Here's Bailey. Give him 8. Pass to Nurkic. 1:27 left to play in the first. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Here's Shepherd. Putback controls the rebound and the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware where he is at all times.
Pass to Collier. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Nurkic passes to Bailey. Markkanen outside. The 3. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. The Rockets lead by 3. Outside Tate. Here's Shepherd. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. From the high post. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Rockets, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We've got Filipowski, also Kevin Love out there, and it's Hendricks in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Pass to Love. Here's Hendricks. Here's Collier. No made baskets yet. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Outside Tate. Here's Shepherd. Outside Tate. Now Finney-Smith. Shoots. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Love. Out to the wing. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, that touch never leaves a guy like Love. Sharp around the hoop.
And here's Adams. Pass to Tate. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Here's Sensabaugh. In his last outing, 16 points for him. And he gets that one.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Now here's Adams. Here's Shepherd doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
And not only can he burn you from deep, Shepherd is also skilled inside. Just great work there.
Here's Collier. It's a 5-point game. Here's Sensabaugh. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
For the Jazz, Markkanen's checked in for Love. Bailey comes in for Hendricks. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Collier. And a change for the Rockets. Holiday is checked in. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, do you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Here's Shepherd. Back to Şengün. And here's Tate outside. Knocks it down from distance. Tate's got 5 now.
Şengün makes that read so well. He knows exactly where everyone is on the floor.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. There's the three. Utah with another miss. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now here's Holiday. Here's Shepard to the middle. Şengün. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, textbook work by Şengün, setting a solid screen and then getting open.
Pass to Bailey. Back to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 5. That's what he does. Lauri Markkanen.
Just a great setup for Markkanen. All he needed to do was shoot in rhythm.
Here's Shepard. Drives to the hoop. Outside Tate. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 4. Filipowski with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Markkanen for 3. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for Houston. Here's Shepard. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Houston.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Right side Tate. And here's Shepard for 3. The rebound by Filipowski. The Jazz have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, "Their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team." Brian, back to you.
They've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family.
And it's Utah with the ball after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. And that one's good. Markkanen.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
All right, fans, I want everyone here in the arena to get on up out of here.
Nurkic is checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Sensabaugh. And Houston will go for a different look here. Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Tate. Okogie's checked in for Shepard. And it's Amin Thompson in for Holiday. Houston leading by 6. Now here's Durant. He's got 14. Durant takes it in. Pass to Okogie. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Collier. Guarded by Durant. Here's Collier. He's scoreless. Lets it go from 14. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And now it's just a 4-point Rocket lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Durant. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Bailey. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. With the drive. Pass to Markkanen. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Rockets lead by 4. Here's Smith. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And this is exactly what Smith loves to do, wreaking havoc on opposing defenses and scoring through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. George, he's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Rockets. Capella, he's checked in for Sengun.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he could be.
Here's Bailey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Thompson outside. Here he goes. For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by George.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Mikhailuk. The 3 is up. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Houston leading by 5. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. The Jazz have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Here's Bailey. Utah moving the ball around. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist by Bailey. And now just a 3-point Houston lead.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Now Smith, 15 in his last outing. Picked by Smith. Thompson passes to Durant. The rebound by the Jazz.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's George. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Durant with it. Guarded now by George. They double team Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Yeah, and one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Pass to Nurkic. Lets it go from deep. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Houston leading by 5. Smith passes to Thompson. Back to Smith. Here's Okogie. And here's Capella. No points yet. 6 to shoot. From the low block. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D.
Although he possesses a slender frame, Durant is skilled at maintaining his balance. Nice job.
George passes to Nurkic. George outside. They set the pick. Pass to Bailey. 3-pointer. Capella with a rebound. The Rockets' shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Durant pass to Thompson. Screen by Capella. Durant finds Capella. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Nurkic a screen on Durant. Here's Bailey. And another miss by Utah. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Durant, pass to Smith. Count the basket. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
George passes to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Bailey from the arc. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Yeah, they want more playmaking from marketing. That's the next step in his game.
Outside Durant. It's stolen by Nurkic. To the paint. Here's Bailey. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Utah shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Shepherd, he's checked in for Kevin Durant.
Bailey, 1 shot.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
4-3. Okogie's shot is off. Jazz trail by 3. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by Nurkic. Bailey's got 20 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Shepherd. He's got 6. Smith with a screen on George. And here's Shepherd for 3. The shot off that time. Fires from way outside. He's off on that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. By a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
You take a look at Utah, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a first half.
Shaq-like percentages for sure. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Houston in the lead. So the Rockets 5 now. KD and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Thompson out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. 21 points in the game.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
To the left side wing. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Rockets lead by 4. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Durant. The 3. Another 3 from Houston.
You love to see Şengün's confidence continue to grow. Just fantastic work off the catch.
And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Here's Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Bailey for 3. Smith with the rebound.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
And it's Thompson penetrating. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Thompson at the line for one.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Pass to Nurkic. To the inside. To halt the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Bailey's got 22.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Durant, no good.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
For three, George. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Got it.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Markkanen. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Durant. And another basket for Houston.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. Second, Houston.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Nurkic a screen on Thompson. Markkanen outside. A deep 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Durant with it. Give him 23. Pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Bailey, the pass to George. Now Markkanen. What a finish! Right at the rim by Markkanen.
Well, he's known primarily for his shooting, but don't be fooled. Markkanen is more than capable of finishing strong.
Outside Durant. Smith outside. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Back to Nurkic. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Thompson outside. Down low. Okogie. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Oh,
look out!
Wow! Oh, my goodness. Wow. How about the length and explosiveness? I mean, Smith knows how to ignite a crowd.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Jazz trail by 12. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history, Graham.
You're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Now here's Durant. Give him 23. Looming large, KD. Here's George. Until Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
Get loud, fans. On the court.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Keontae George.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Back to George. Nurkic, a screen on Durant. For 3, George. It's hauled in by Houston. He's got 6.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Here's Okogie. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Back to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Smith. This one for 3. And Houston, another 3.
This is Smith's game. Set him up, and he'll knock him down.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's an 18-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
Şengün, the screen for 3, Durant. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he's going for the lob, and Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
Outside Durant. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Now George. He has 6. Markkanen outside. Back to George. The 3 ball. Markkanen misses.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
The Jazz making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. And then for Houston, Steven Adams comes in for Smith. And it's Shepard in for Okogie. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to George. Here's Bailey.
Get there.
It's Mikhailuk on the wing, defended by Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Nurkic. Utah moving the ball around. George for 3. Drills it from deep. George has got 9.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Pass to Shepard. The rebound by the Jazz. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Stan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Durant finds Thompson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Shibwe's checked in for Nurkic. Sensabaugh comes in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for Mikhailuk. And then for Houston, Finney-Smith's checked in for Şengün. Tate comes in for Durant. And it's Davison in for Amen Thompson. Here's Collier. It's good.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
The Rockets lead by 11. Davison, the pass to Adams. That one drops for him. He's got 6. The Jazz shooting at a respectable 49%. George peels it out a bit. Spins. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
That's good from George.
An intriguing young talent. George's upside as a scorer is especially enticing.
Inside. Adams inside. Covered by Filipowski. Adams, shot's good. Adams has got 8.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Tate. George, good.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Crawford passes to Adams. Here's Shepard. George defending. Here's Tate. Pass to Shepard. Fires the 3. Utah grabs the miss.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Tate. Filipowski up top. For 3, Collier. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Houston leading by 6. Here's Shepard. 6 points for him. On the take. Here's Finney-Smith. That 3's off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Collier. Kicks it to George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. From deep. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Shepard. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game. Now Finney-Smith fires from deep. It's rebounded by Hendricks. To the inside. And yep, it's good. And now it's just a 4-point Houston lead.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Shepard, that's good. The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead, up 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 52% from the floor so far. Lauri Markkanen out there with Filipowski. Then there's Collier, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Markkanen. Cash money on the open jump shot. Markkanen's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, Markkanen is just such an effective scorer. He makes the most of his opportunities.
Şengün against Markkanen. Pass to Shepherd. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
You can see the confidence building now that he's found his mark from 3 in this second half. The defense is going to have to do a better job.
Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Collier. The 3 is up. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Now here's Şengün. It's guarded by Markkanen. And there's Şengün on the assist by Shepherd. Shepherd's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Collier. To the wing on the left. Utah moving the ball around. Launches it. That shot off. The Rockets lead by 10. Finney Smith passes to Şengün. Outside Finney Smith. To the middle. Outside Tate. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 12.
You can always see the awareness that Şengün has with the ball. Knows exactly where his teammates are going to go.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Nurkic just checked in. Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Collier. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Markkanen for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Shepherd. From deep 3-point land. Rebounded by Nurkic. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots. This 3-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Shepherd. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Back to Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. And it's Shepherd missing.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Collier. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Rockets lead by 9. And here's Durant. Here's Shepherd. 4-3. And another miss by Houston. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Filipowski sets a screen. From outside, off the mark.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
It's Finney-Smith with the drive, and the shot goes in.
Finney-Smith.
And the Rockets lead by 11.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
The Jazz have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Markkanen outside. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Markkanen's got 12 points here in the second half.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's the drive. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
A different look here for Utah. Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh, and it's George in for Collier. And then for Houston, Smith, he's checked in for Adams. Okogie comes in for Finney-Smith, and it's Thompson in for Shepard. Free throw, no good.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Pass to Bailey. Puts up a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got assist number 8 now on the night. Durant with it. Over Bailey. Durant's shot is off. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Bailey. Nurkic, a screen on Thompson. George passes to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down. The Rockets lead by 5. Now here's Durant. Thompson outside. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Rockets lead by 8.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Markkanen for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Durant. Now here's Smith. Houston working the ball around. Now Durant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And that's just incredible focus from the swingman. Durant is skilled at scoring despite the
At the
contact.
line for the Rockets, Kevin Durant, shooting 1.
Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Mikhailuk from downtown. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Durant inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Bailey. Tries the spin move. Can they get it? Got it. Good job in the low post. Bailey's got 27.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Okogie on the wing. Pass to Durant. Back to Okogie. Now here's Smith. Takes a three. It's rebounded by George. And Keontae George gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Turns it over there, but that's his first of the contest. He's done a good job of minimizing mistakes on the night.
Here's Thompson. Pass to Okogie. Back to Thompson. For three, Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Durant's got 38 points.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
And here's Markkanen. There's a screen by Nurkic. Markkanen misses.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
For three, Durant. Rebound, Utah. Nurkic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Mikhailuk, the pass to George. Here's Bailey, guarded by Durant. Here's Bailey from downtown. The triple drop.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
Houston leading by 11. Now Thompson. Fires the three. Nurkic with a rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Now Markkanen. Markkanen using his size inside.
Well, Markkanen's put in the work, and he's got no trouble absorbing some contact.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for one, Lauri Markkanen.
And when Markkanen is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
Outside Durant. Book it! That one goes!
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Now Markkanen. Oh, deflected. And he's all alone. Thompson. And he slams it home.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And here's Markkanen. 1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. George! And the three misses. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz trail by 12. Markkanen inside. Working on Şengün. We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth quarter. Nurkic, a screen on Şengün. Now Nurkic. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Yeah, when he sets the pick, Nurkic can do different things on the roll. Makes him hard to track.
Oh, he dropped it straight in.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Rockets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number. And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. He drains the step-back jumper.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Hey, yo, D up on KD.
Up top, Durant. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach